you're about to see. We just wanted to remind you that the show contains sensitive material, including slavery, domestic violence, and child abuse. Because of the nature of the show, we do ask that no photography or video of any kind takes place during this performance. We know that you might be eager to capture your friends and family on stage, but it's important to respect their rights as future medical and academic professionals to not be photographed. However, we do have many pictures available on our Facebook page. Thank you so much for your cooperation, and on behalf of Lanio players, we hope you enjoy this final show of our 50th anniversary season.
Let her come.
Come in, Susanna.
What does the doctor say, child?
The doctor bid me come and tell you, Reverend Sir, that he cannot find no medicine for it in his books.
Then he must search on.
He has been searching his books since he left you, sir. But he bid me tell you that you might look to unnatural things as the cause.
No, there be no unnatural cause here. Tell him I have sent for Reverend Hale of Beverly, and Mr. Hale will surely confirm that. But let him look to medicine and put out all thought of unnatural causes here. There be none.
I, sir, if you tell me, speak nothing of it in the village, Susanna.
Go directly home and speak nothing of unnatural causes.
I pray for her. Uncle, the rumor of witchcraft is all around. I think you'd best go downstairs and deny it yourself. The parlor's packed with people, sir, all sit with her.
And what shall I tell them, Abigail? That my daughter and my niece I discovered dancing like heathen in the woods?
We danced, Uncle, and let you tell them I confessed it, and I'll be whipped if I must be. They're talking witchcraft. Betty's not witched.
Abigail, I cannot go before the congregation when I know that you have not opened with me. What were you doing with her in the forest?
We did dance, Uncle. And when you leaped out of the bush, so suddenly Betty was frightened, and then she fainted, and there's the whole of it.
Sit you down, child.
I would never hurt Betty. I love her dearly.
Now look, you child. Your punishment will come in its time, but if you traffic with spirits in the forest, I must know it now, for my enemies surely will, and they will ruin me with it.
We never conjured spirits.
Then why can she not move herself since midnight? This child is desperate. It must come out. My enemies will bring it out. Let me know what you've done there. Abigail, do you understand that I have many enemies?
I have heard of it, Uncle.
There is a faction sworn to drive me from my pulpit. Do you understand that?
I think so, sir.
Now then, in the midst of such disruption, my own household is discovered to be the very center of some obscene practice. Abominations are done in the forest.
Sport, Uncle.
You call this sport? Abigail, if you know something, then they help the doctor. For God's sake, tell it to me. I saw Chichuba waving her arms over the fire when I came on you. Why was she doing that? She She was also muttering some gibberish, and I heard some screeching coming from her mouth. She was swaying like a dumb beast over that fire.
She always used her Barbados songs and we danced.
I cannot blink what I saw, Abigail, for my enemies will not blink it. I saw a dress lying on the grass.
A dress?
A dress. And I thought I saw someone naked running through the trees.
No one was naked, Uncle. You mistake yourself.
I saw it! Now tell me true, Abigail, and I pray you feel the weight of truth upon you. For now my ministry is at stake. My ministry and perhaps your cousin's life. Whatever abomination you have done, give me all of it now, for I dare not be taken unaware when I go before them down there.
There is nothing more. I swear it, Uncle.
I have worked 3 long years to bend these stiff-necked people to me. And now, just when some good respect is rising for me in the parish, you compromise my very character. I have given you a home, child. I have put clothes upon your back. Now give me a right answer. Your name in the town. It is entirely white, is it not?
I am sure it is, sir. There be no blush about my name.
Is there any cause, other than you have told me, for your being discharged from Goody Proctor's service? It's been said, and I tell you as I heard it, that she comes so rarely to church this year because she will not sit so close to something soiled. What signified that remark?
She hates me, Uncle. She must forever not be her slave. Bitter woman, a lying, cold, sniveling woman, and I will not work for such a woman.
She may be. And yet it has troubled me that you are now 7 months out of her house, and in all this time, no other family has called for your service.
They want slaves, not such as I. Let them send to Barbados for that. I'll not blacken my face for any of them. Do you begrudge my bed, Uncle?
No.
My name is good in the village. I won't have it said my name is soiled. Goody Proctor's a gossiping liar.
No, I cannot have any. Why, Goody Putnam, come in.
It is a marvel. It is surely a stroke of hell upon you.
No, Goody Putnam.
How high did she fly? How high?
No, she never flew.
I'm sure she did. Mr. Collins saw her going over Ingersoll's farm. Came down light as a bird, he said.
Now look you, Goody Putnam. She never flew. Why, good morning, Mr. Putnam.
It is a providence. The thing is out now. It is a providence.
What's out?
Why? Her eyes is closed. Look you, Anne.
That's strange. Ours is open.
Your roof is sick?
I'm not calling sick. The devil's work is heavier than sick. It's death, you know. It's death. I'm after forked and wood.
Pray not. Why, how does your roof ail?
She ails as she must. She never waked this morning, but she walks and her eyes are open. She cannot hear, she cannot see, she cannot eat. Her soul is taken surely.
You say you sent for Reverend Hale of Beverly?
A precaution only. Mr. Hill has much experience in the demonic arts, and
Sure he does, and found a witch in Beverly last year, and let you remember that.
Now, Goody Ann, they only thought that were a witch, and I am certain there be no element of witchcraft here.
No witchcraft! Now look you here, Mr. Paris.
Thomas! We must not leap to witchcraft. I know that you least of all, would wish so disastrous a charge laid upon me. We cannot leap to witchcraft. They will howl me out of Salem for such corruption in my house.
Mr. Paris, I have taken your part in all contention here, and I would continue, but I cannot if you hold back in this. There are hurtful, vengeful spirits laying hands on these children.
Thomas, you cannot.
And tell Mr. Paris what you have done.
Reverend Paris, I have laid 7 babies unbaptized in the earth. Believe me, sir, you never see more hardy babies born. And each one withered in my honor the very night of their birth. I have spoke nothing, but my heart has clamored intimations. And now this year, my Ruth, my only, she's gone strange. A secret child she's become, and shrivels like some sucking mountain were pulled on her life, too. So, I thought to send her to your Tituba.
Tituba? What made Tituba?
Tituba knows how to speak to the dead, Mr. Paris.
Goody Ann, it is a formidable sin to conjure the
I
dead.
take it on my soul. But who else may tell us surely who murdered my baby?
Woman!
They were murdered, Mr. Paris. Mark this proof. Mark it. Last night, my Ruth were ever so close to their little spirits. I know it, sir. For how else is she struck down but some power of darkness holds her bound? 'Tis a marvelous sign.
Don't you understand it, sir? There's a murderous witch among us bound to keep herself in the dark. Let your enemies make of it what they will, you cannot blink it more.
So you were conjuring spirits last night.
Not I, sir. Teach you unruh.
Oh, Abigail! What proper payment for my charity? Now I am undone!
You are not undone. Let you take hold of it here. Wait for no one to charge you. Declare it yourself. You have discovered
In
witchcraft!
my house! In my house, Thomas! They will topple me with this! They will make of it themselves!
I only thought to see how Betty is.
Why aren't you home? Who's with Ruth?
Her grandma come. She's improved a little, I think. She gave a powerful sneeze before.
Why, that's a sign of life.
I fear no more, Goody Putnam. If we're a grand sneeze, one more like it will shake her wits together, I'm sure.
Will you leave me now, Thomas? I would pray a while alone.
Uncle, you prayed since midnight. Why do you not go downstairs?
No, I have no answer for that crowd. I will wait for Reverend Hale to arrive. Now, if you will do
Now
that.
look you here, Mr. Paris. Strike out against the devil, and the village will bless you for it. Come down, speak to them, pray with them. They're thirsting for your word, mister. Surely you will pray with them.
I will lead them in a song, but let you speak nothing of witchcraft yet. I will not discuss it. The cause is yet unknown. I have had enough contention since I came. I will have no more.
Mercy, you go home to Ruth. Here, I know.
If she starts for the window, cry for me at once.
I will, Uncle.
There's a terrible power in her arms today.
How is Ruth sick?
It's weirdish. I know not. She walks like a dead one since last night. Betty.
Stop now, Betty. Stop this.
Have you tried beating her? I gave Ruth a good one last night and it waked her for a minute. Here, let me have her.
No, he'll be coming up. Listen now. Did he question us? Tell him we danced. I told him as much already.
I want more.
You know, such a conjured Ruth's dead sisters.
And what more?
We saw you naked.
Oh, Jesus.
What do we do? The village is out. I just come from the farm and the whole country's talking witchcraft. They'll be calling us witches, Abby.
She means to tell, I know it.
Abby, we've got to tell. Witchery is a hanging error. A hanging, like they did in Boston 2 years ago. We must tell the truth, Abby. You'll only be whipped for dancing and the other thing.
Oh, we'll be whipped.
I've never done none of it, Abby. I only looked.
Oh, you're a great one for looking, aren't you, Mary Warren? What a grand, peeping courage you have.
Betty? Betty, look now. I'll beat you, Betty. My, you seem improving. I talked to your papa and I told him everything, so there's
I want my mama.
What ails you, Betty? Your mama's getting buried.
I'll fly to mama. Let me fly.
I talked to your papa who knows now, who knows everything we drink.
Why did Abby? Do tell him that.
You'll never say that again. You'll never.
You did. You drank a chart to kill John Proctor's wife. You drank a chart to kill Goody Proctor.
Oh, shut it! Shut it! Look, you, all of you, danced and Tituba conjured Ruth's dead sisters. And that is all. Mark this. But I will have you speak a word, or the edge of a word about the other things, and I will come to you in the black of some terrible night, and I will bring a pointy reckoning that will shudder you. You know I can do it. I saw Indians smash my dear parents' heads on the pillow next to mine, and I've seen some reddish work done at night, and I can make you wish you had never seen the sun go down. You said I could stop this.
Got her. She's going to die, Abby. Since conjure.
I said shut it, Mary Warren.
Oh, I'm just going home, Mr. Proctor.
You foolish, Mary Warren. Are you deaf? I forbid you leave the house, did I not? Why shall I pay you? I'm looking for you more often than my cows.
I only come to see the great doings in the world.
Show you a great doing on your ass one of these days. Get you home. My wife's waiting for you with your work.
I'd best be off. I have my Ruth to look after. Good evening, Mr. Proctor.
God, I almost forgot how strong you are, John Proctor.
What's this mischief here?
She's only gone silly somehow.
The road past my house is a pilgrimage to Salem all morning. Town's moment of witchcraft.
Oh gosh, you were dancing in the woods last night, and my uncle leaked in on us. She took fright, is all.
You're a wicked one yet, aren't you? You'll be clocked in the stocks before you're 20.
Give me a word, John. Soft word.
No. No, Abby, that's done
You
with.
come 5 miles to see a silly girl fly. I know you better.
I come to see what mischief your uncle's brewing now. Put it out of mind, Abby.
John, I wait for you every night.
I never give you hope to wait for me.
Something better than hope, I think.
Put it out of mind, Abby. I'll not be coming for you more.
Surely sport will be.
You know me better.
You know how you clutched my back behind your house and something like a stallion whenever I come here? Did I dream that? Did she put me out? You cannot pretend it was you. I saw your face when she put me out, and you loved me then, and you do now.
Abby, that's a wild thing to
A
say.
wild thing. They say wild things, but not so wild. I think I've seen you since she put me out. I've seen you nights.
I've hardly left my farm this 7 months.
I have a sense for heat, John, and yours has drawn me to my window. I have seen you looking up, burning in your loneliness. You tell me you've never looked up at my window?
I may have looked up.
You must. You are no witch man, John, I know you. I cannot sleep for dreaming. I cannot dream, but I wake and walk about the house, so I find you coming through some door.
Child.
How do you call me child?
Abby, I may have thought of you softly from time to time, but I will cut off my hand before I reach for you again. Wipe it out of mine. We never touched.
I will take.
I did, we did not.
I marvel at how such a strong man may let such a sickly wife.
You'll speak nothing of Elizabeth.
She is blackening my name in the village. She's telling lies about me. She's a cold, sniveling woman, and you bend to her, let her turn you like a...
You look for a whipping.
I look for John Proctor. You took me from my sleep and put knowledge in my heart. I never knew what pretense Salem was. I never knew all the lies lessons I was taught about these Christian women and their covenanted men. Now, you bid me tear the light out of my eyes. I will not. I cannot. You love me, John Proctor. If it ever said it is, you love me yet. John, pity me! Pity me! What did you do to her? You heard me singing, screaming. The soul! She cannot bear it!
Oh no! Dear God! Mercy! Call the doctor, run to him, tell him what's happened here!
Because they saw him working!
There's a notorious sign of witchcraft, goody nurse. A notorious sign!
My mother told me that. They cannot bear to hear the name.
Rebecca! Rebecca, come to her! We're alone! She suddenly cannot bear to hear the Lord's name!
There's hard sickness here, Gospel Corey, so please, keep it quiet.
I haven't said a word! Nobody here can testify. I've said a word! Is she going to fly again?
Ah, here she flies.
Man, shut your pie hole.
What do you make of it, Rebecca?
When you come to our home and see if you can wake on Ruth,
I think she'll wake in time. Pray. Calm yourselves. I have 11 children. And I'm 26 times their grandma. And I've seen them all through their silly seasons. And when it come on them, they will run the devil bow-legged, keeping up with their mischief. I think she'll wake when she tires of it. A child spirit is like a child. Never catch it by running after it. You must stand still, and for love will itself come back.
Aye, that's the truth of it, Rebecca.
This is no silly season, Rebecca. My room is bewildered, Rebecca. She cannot eat.
Perhaps she's not hungry yet. I hope you are not decided to go in search of loose spirits, Mr. Paris. I've heard promise of that outside.
A wide opinions running in the parish that the devil may be among us. I would satisfy them that they are wrong.
Then let you come out and call them wrong. Did you consult with the wardens before you sent out for this minister to look for devils?
He does not look for devils.
Then what does he do?
there be children dying in the village, mister.
I see none dying. This society will not get back for you to swing around your head, Mr. Putnam. Did you at least call a meeting?
Meeting. I am sick of meetings. Cannot a man turn his head before he have a meeting?
He may turn his head, but not to hell.
Pray, John, be calm. Mr. Paris, I think you'd best send Reverend Hale back as soon as he comes. This will set us all to arguing again in the society, and we've got to have peace this year. I think we ought to rely on the doctor now, and good prayer.
The doctor is baffled, Rebecca.
If so go to God for the cause of it. There is prodigious danger in the seeking of loose spirits. I fear it. I fear it. Let us rather blame ourselves.
How may we blame ourselves? I'm one of 9 sons. The Putnam seed has peopled this province, and I have but one left of 8, and she shrivels.
I cannot fathom that.
But I must. You think it's God's work, Rebecca, that you should lose no child nor grandchild either, and I lose all but one? There are wheels within wheels in this village, and fires within fires.
When Reverend Hale comes, you will proceed to look for signs of witchcraft in the village.
You cannot command Mr. Paris. We vote by name in this society, not by acreage.
I never seen you so worried in our society, Mr. Proctor. Why, I don't believe I've seen you in Sabbath meetings since the snow flew.
I have trouble enough without I have come 5 miles to hear him plead only hellfire and bloody damnation. Take it to heart, Mr. Paris. There are many that stay away from church these days because you hardly ever mention God anymore.
Why, that's a drastic charge.
It's somewhat true. There are many that fail to bring their children.
I do not preach for children, Rebecca. It is not children who are unmindful of their obligations to this ministry.
Are there really those unmindful?
I should say the greater half of Salem village.
And more than that,
Where is my wood? My contract provides that I be supplied with all my firewood, and I am waiting since November for a stick. And even in November, I had to show my frost-bitten hands like some London beggar.
You're allowed £6 a year for firewood, Mr. Paris.
I regard that £6 as part of my salary. I am paid little enough without I spend £6 on firewood.
60 plus 6 for firewood.
The salary is £66, Mr. Proctor. I am not some preaching farmer with a book under my arm. I am a graduate of Harvard College.
I am well versed in arithmetic.
Mr. Corey, you will look far for a man of my kind at £60 a year. I am not used to this poverty. I have left a thrifty business in the Barbados to serve the Lord. I cannot fathom it. Why am I persecuted here? I cannot but offer one suggestion, and then an entire riot, a howling riot of argument ensues. I have often thought that the devil must be in it somewhere. I cannot understand you people otherwise.
Mr. Paris, you are the first minister that ever did demand the deed to this house.
Man, don't a reverend deserve a house to live in?
To live in, yes. But to ask for ownership is like you shall own the meeting house itself. The last meeting I were at, you spoke so long on deeds and mortgages, I thought it were an auction.
I want a mark of confidence is all. I am your 3rd preacher in 7 years. I do not wish to be put out like the cat whenever some majority feels the wind. What you people don't seem to comprehend is that a minister is the Lord's man in the parish, and he is not to be so easily crossed and contradicted.
I.
There will either be obedience or the church will burn as hell is burning.
Oh, again on hell. Can you speak for 1 minute without me landing on hell again? I am sick of hell.
It is not for you to say what is good for you to hear.
I may speak my heart, I think.
What are we, Quakers? We are not Quakers yet, Mr. Proctor, and you can tell that to your followers.
My followers.
There is a party in this church. I am not blind. There is a faction and a party.
Against you.
Against him and all authority.
Why then? I must find this party and join it.
He does not mean that.
He confessed it now.
I mean it solemnly, Rebecca. I do not like the smell of this authority.
No, you cannot break charity with your minister. You are another kind, John. Clasp his hand. Make your peace.
I have a crop to sow and lumber to drag home. Come, guys. Let's find this party. He says there's a party.
You know, I think I've changed my opinion of this man, John. Miss Paris, I beg your pardon. I never thought you had so much iron in you.
Why, thank you, Giles.
And it suggests to the mind what be the trouble among us all these years. Think on it. Wherefore was everybody suing everybody else? Think on it now. It's a deep thing and dark as a pit. Why, just this year I've been 6 times in court.
Is it the devil's fault now that a man cannot say you good morning without you clapping for defamation? You're old, Giles, and you're not hearing as well as you did.
Why, John Proctor, it was just last month I collected £4 damages for you publicly saying I burned the roof off
I
your
never
house.
said no such thing, but I paid you for it. So I hope I may call you deaf without charge. Now come, guys, help me drag my lumber home.
A moment, Mr. Proctor. What lumber is that you're dragging, if you don't mind my asking?
My lumber. From my forest by the riverside.
Why, we've surely gone wild this year. What anarchy is this? That tractor's in my bounds, Mr. Proctor, in my bounds!
Your bounds! I bought that tract from Goody Nurse's husband 5 months ago.
He had no right to sell it. It stands clear in my grandfather's will that all the land from the river
Your
to...
grandfather had a habit of willing land that never belonged to him, if I can say it plain.
That's God's truth. He nearly blew away my north pasture, but he knew I'd break his fingers before he set his name to it. Come, John, let's get your lumber home. I feel a sudden glitch of work coming on.
You load one oak of mine and you'll fight to drag it home.
I will win too, Putnam. This fool and I. Come on, John.
I'll have my men on you, Corey. I'll clap a ring on you!
Hey, someone take me!
Oh, Mr. Hale, it's good to see you. Oh my, they're heavy.
They must be. That will weight you with authority.
Well, you do come prepared.
Who shall be hard study if it comes tracking down the old boy? You cannot be Rebecca Nurse.
I am, sir. You know me?
It's strange how I should know you, but I suppose you look as such a good soul should. We've all heard of your great charities in Beverly.
Do you know this gentleman, Mr. Thomas Putnam, and his good wife Anne?
Putnam, I had not expected such distinguished company, sir.
Does not seem to help us today, sir. We look to you to come to our home and save our daughter.
Child ales too.
Her soul is taken surely. She sleeps, and yet she walks.
She cannot eat.
Cannot eat. Do you men ever look at children?
No. These are farmers. John P.
Farmers
Doctor.
and witches.
I never spoke on which is one way or the other. Will you come, Giles?
No, John, I think I'm going to stay. I have a few questions of my own this time.
Mr. Hale, I hear you be a sensible man. I hope you will leave some of it in Salem.
Will you look at my daughter? She is trying to leap out the window. We discovered her this morning on the high road, waving her arms as though she would fly.
Tries to fly.
She cannot bear to hear the Lord's name. That is a sure sign of witchcraft afoot.
Now let me instruct you. You cannot turn to superstition in this. The devil is precise. The markings of his presence are as definite as stone. I must tell you all I shall not proceed unless you are prepared to believe me if I should find no bruise of hell upon you.
It is agreed, sir. It is agreed. We will abide by your judgment.
Good. Sir, what was your first warning of this strangeness?
I discovered her and my niece and 10 or 12 other girls dancing in the forest last night.
You permit dancing?
No, this were in secret.
Mr. Karras's slave has knowledge of conjuring.
Goody Ann, we do not know that for sure.
I know it, sir. I sent my daughter. She should learn from Tituba, who murdered her sisters.
Goody Ann. You sent a child to conjure up the dead?
Let God blame me, not you, Rebecca. I'll not have you judge me more. Is it natural work to lose 7 children before they breathe a day?
7 dead in childbirth.
Aye.
What book is that?
What's there?
Here is all the invisible world, caught, defined, and calculated. These books, the devil stands stripped of all his brute disguises. Here are all your familiar spirits, your incubi and succubi, your wizards of the day and night, witches that go by land, by air, and by sea. Have no fear. We shall find him out if he has come among us, and I mean to crush him utterly if he has shown his face.
Will it hurt the child, sir?
I cannot tell. If she is truly in the devil's grip, we may have to rip and tear to get her free.
I think I'll go then. I'm too old for this.
Rebecca, we may open up the very boil of our troubles today.
Let us hope for that. I go to God for you, son.
I hope you do not mean to say that we go to Satan here.
I wish I do.
Mr. Hare, come, let's get on. Sit you here.
Oh, Mr. Head, I have a question I've always wanted to ask a learned man. What signifies the reading of strange books?
What books?
I cannot tell. She hides them.
Does this?
My wife, Martha. I have waited night many a time to find her in a corner, reading of a book. Now, what do you make of
Why, that's not
But it
necessarily.
discomfits me. The other day, Watkins, I tried and tried, but could not say my prayers. And then she closed her book and walked out the house. And suddenly, like this, I can say my prayers again.
Ah, stop it. Pray. That is indeed strange. I'll speak further on that with you.
Now, I'm not saying she touched an apple. I just admire to know. What books is she reading? And why did she hide them from me? She did not tell me, you see.
I will discuss it. Now mark me, if the devil is in her, you'll witness some frightful wonders in this room. So please, to keep your wits about you. Mr. Putnam, stand close in case she flies. Now, Betty dear, will you sit up? Can you hear me? I am John Hale, minister of Beverly. Come to help you, dear. Do you remember my two little children in Beverly?
How can it be the devil? Why would he pick my house to strike? We have all manner of licentious people in this village.
What victory will the devil have to win a soul already mad? It is the best the devil wants. And who is better than the minister?
That's deep, Mr. Paris. Deep. Deep. Betty! Answer, Mr. Hale! Betty!
Child, does someone afflict you? It may not be a woman, mind you, or a man. Or perhaps a bird invisible to others comes to you, or a pig, or mouse, or any beast at all. Is there some figure bids you fly? Domine, Domine, sadeat filique, ite, ad infernus! Abigail, what sort of dancing were you doing with her in the forest?
Why, common dancing is all.
I think I should say I discovered a kettle on the grass where they were dancing.
What sort of soup were in this kettle, Abigail?
Beans and lentils, I think.
Mr. Paris did not notice, did you, any living thing in the kettle? A rat, a mouse, spider?
I do believe I saw some movement in the soup.
What jumped in?
Why, a very little frog.
A frog, Abby!
Abigail, it may be your cousin is dying. Did you call the devil last night?
Called it Tituba. Tituba.
She called the
I should
devil?
like to speak with Tituba.
Biddy Ann, will you bring her up, please?
How did she call it?
I don't know. She spoke Barbados.
Did you feel any strangeness when she called it? A sudden cold wind, perhaps, or a trembling below the ground?
I never saw no devil. Betty. Betty. Betty.
Abigail, you cannot evade me. Did your cousin drink any of that brew last
She
night?
never
Did
drank
you
it.
drink any
No,
of it?
sir.
Then Tituba asked you to drink
You
it.
tried, but I refused.
Why are you concealing? Have you sold yourself to
I never
Lucifer?
sold myself. I'm a good girl, proper girl. She made me do it. She made Betty do it. She makes me drink blood. Blood? My baby's blood. No, chicken's blood. I get you chicken's blood.
Woman, have you enlisted these children for the devil?
No, no, I don't trouble. No,
Why
devil.
did she not wake? Are you silencing this child?
I love me, baby.
You have set your spirit out upon this child, have you not? Are you gathering souls for the
She
devil?
puts her spirit on me in church. She makes me laugh at prayer.
And she often laughed at prayer.
She asks me every night to go and drink blood.
You made me to contact. She made me.
Don't lie. She comes to me when I sleep. She's always making me dream corruptions. Sometimes I wake and find myself standing at the open door with not a stitch on my body.
Tituba, I want you to wake this child.
I have no power on that
You
child.
most certainly do, and you will free her from it now. When did you compact with the devil?
Don't contact with your devil.
You will confess yourself, or I will take you out and whip you to your death.
This woman must be hanged. She must be taken and hanged.
No, 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 no. I tell him I don't desire to work for himself.
The devil? Then you saw him. Now, Tituba, I know that when we bind ourselves to hell, it is very difficult to break with. We are
Mr.
going.
Reverend, I do believe somebody else is witching these children.
Who
I don't know, sir. The devil got numerous witches.
does he? Come, look into my eyes, Tituba. Come, look into me. You'd be a good Christian woman, would you not, Tituba?
I saw a good Christian woman.
And you love these little children.
I wish no harm on children.
And you love God, Tituba.
With all my being.
In God's holy name, and to His glory, open yourself, Tituba, open yourself, and let God's holy light shine on you. Now, when the devil comes to you, does he ever come? Another person, perhaps a person in the village, someone you know.
Who came with him?
Sarah Good. Did you see Sarah Good with him, or Osborne?
Was it man or woman came with him?
Man or woman? What woman? What woman?
What woman? A woman? You said what woman?
Black dog and
You could see him. Why could you not see her?
They was always talking, running around and
I
carrying
was Salem. Salem witches?
I do believe so, sir.
Tituba, you must not fear to tell us who they are. Do you understand me? We will protect you. The devil can never overcome a minister. You know know that, do you not?
I saw too.
You've confessed yourself to witchcraft, and that speaks the wish to come to heaven's side. And we will bless you, Tituba.
God bless you, Mr. Hale.
You are God's instrument put in our hands to discover the devil's agents among us. You are selected, Tituba. You are chosen to help us cleanse our village. So speak utterly, Tituba. Turn your back on him and face God. Face God, Tituba, and God will protect you.
Oh, God, protect Tituba.
Who came to you with the devil? 2, 3, 4? How many?
There was 4. There was 4.
Who?
Their names! Their names!
How many times did he kill me?
Kill me!
He said, Mr. Paris must be killed. Mr. Paris mean. Mr. Paris noble and God. And he bid me rise out of bed and catch up through. And I said, I don't hate that man. I don't want to kill that man. And he said, you won't put me to now I make you free. I give you pretty dress to wear, but you way high up me and you go fly back to Barbados. And I said, you lie, devil, you lie. Then he come to me one stormy night. He said, look, white people belong to me. And now look, and there was good and good.
Sarah Good!
I saw and good and all good.
I knew it! She were midwife me 3 times. I beg you, Thomas. Can I not? I beg
Take
you not.
courage. You must give us all their names. How could you bear to see this child suffering? Look at her, Tituba. Look at her God-given innocence. Her soul is so tender. We must protect her, Tituba. We must protect her. The devil is out to prey on her like a beast upon the flesh of the pure lamb. God will bless you with your help.
I want to open myself. I want the light of God. I want the sweet love of Jesus. I danced for the devil. I saw him. I wrote in his book. I go back to Jesus. I kiss his hand. I saw Sarah Good with the devil. I saw Betty Osborne with the devil. I saw Bridget Bishop with the devil. I saw George Jacobs with the devil. I saw Kitty Howe with the devil.
She speaks! She speaks! Glory to God!
I saw
Marshal! Look at the Marshal!
I saw Betty Howe with the devil.
What keeps you so late? It's almost dark.
I were planting far out at the forest edge.
Oh, you're done then.
Aye. Field is farmed and seeded. Boys asleep?
They will be soon.
Are you well today?
I am. It is a rabbit.
Oh, is it? From Jonathan's trap?
No, she walked into the house this afternoon. I found her sitting in the corner like she'd come to visit.
That's a good sign walking in.
Pray God. It hurt my heart to strip her, poor rabbit.
It is well seasoned.
I took great care. She's tender?
Aye. We'll see green fields soon, I think. It's warm as blood beneath the clods.
That's well.
If the crop is good, I'll buy George Jacobs' heifer. How's that please you?
It would.
I mean to please you, Elizabeth.
I know it, John.
Cider?
Aye.
Oh, it's far to the continent when you go foot by foot to drop the seeds in it.
It must be.
What to bring some flowers in the house?
I forgot. I will tomorrow.
On Sunday, let you come with me, and we'll walk the farm together. I've never seen such a load of flowers on the earth. Lilac's an overall smell, I think. Lilac is the smell of nightfall. Massachusetts is a beauty in the spring.
Aye, it is.
I think you're studying. Are you?
You come so late, I thought you'd gone to Salem this afternoon.
Why? I have no business in Salem.
You did speak of going earlier this week.
I thought better of it since.
Mary Warren is there today.
Why did you let her? You heard me forbid her go to Salem anymore.
I couldn't stop her.
It is a fault, Elizabeth. You're the mistress here, not Mary Warren.
She frightened all my strength away.
How may that mouse frighten you, Elizabeth?
He is a mouse no more. I forbid her go to Salem, and she raises up her chin like the daughter of a prince and says to me, I must go to Salem, Goody Proctor. I am an official of the court.
Court? What court?
It is a proper court they have now. They've sent 4 judges out of Boston, she says, weighty magistrates of the general court. And at the head sits the deputy governor of the province.
Why, she's mad.
Would to God she were. There be 14 people in the jail now, she says. And they'll be tried. And the court have power to hang them too, she says.
They've never
The
hanged.
deputy governor promised hanging if they'll not confess, John. The town's gone wild, I think. She speak of Abigail, and I thought she were a saint to hear her. Abigail brings the other girls into the court, and where she walks, the crowd will part like the sea for Israel. And folks are brought before them, and if they scream and howl and fall to the floor, the person's clapped in the jail for bewitching them.
Oh. It is a black mischief.
I think you must go to Salem, John. I think so. You must tell them it is a fraud.
Aye, it is. It is surely.
Let you go to Ezekiel Cheever. He knows you well. Tell him what she said to you last week in her uncle's house. She told you it had naught to do with witchcraft, did she not?
Aye, she did. She did.
God forbid you keep that from the court, John. I think they must be told.
Aye. They must. They must. It is a wonder they believe her.
I would go to Salem now, John. Let you go tonight.
I'll think on it.
You cannot keep it, John.
I know I cannot keep it. I say I will think on it.
Good then. Let you think on it.
I'm only wondering how I may prove what she told me, Elizabeth. If the girl's a saint now, I think it is not easy to prove she's fraud and the town got so silly. She told it to me in a room alone. I have no proof for it.
You were alone with her?
Aye, for a moment alone.
Why, then it is not as you told me.
For a moment, I say. The others come in soon after.
Do as you wish, then.
Woman! I'll not have your suspicion anymore.
I have no...
I'll not have it.
Then let you not earn it.
You don't yet.
John, if it were not Abigail, you must go to her. Would you falter now? I think not.
Now, look, you
I
know-
see what I see,
I'll not
John.
have your judgment anymore, Elizabeth. I have a good reason to think before I charge fraud on Abigail, and I will think on it. Let you look to your own improvement before you go to judge your husband anymore. I had forgot Abigail.
And I-
Oh, spare me. You forget nothing and forgive nothing. Learn charity, woman. I have gone around this house like tiptoe. I've not moved from there to there without I think to please you, and still an everlasting funeral marches around your heart. I cannot speak, but I am doubted. Every moment judged relies, as if I come to a court when I come in this house.
John, you are not open with me.
I'll not believe my eyes no more, Elizabeth.
John, I-
No more! I should have roared you down when you first told me your suspicion, but I willed it, and like a Christian, I confessed. Confessed! Some dream I had must have mistaken you for God that day, but you're not. You're not, and let you remember it. Let you look sometimes for the goodness in me and judge me not.
I do not judge you. The magistrate sits in your heart that judges you. I never thought you but a good man, John. Only somewhat bewildered.
Oh, Elizabeth, your justice would freeze fear. How do you go to Salem when I forbid it? Do you mock me? I'll whip you if you leave this house again.
I am sick. I am sick, Mr. Proctor. Pray hurt me not.
When will you proceed to keep this house, as you are paid £9 a year to do, and my wife not wholly well?
I made a gift for you today, Goody Proctor. I had to sit long hours in the chair and pass the time with sewing.
Why, thank you. It's a fair profit.
We must all love each other now, Goody Proctor.
Aye. Indeed we must.
I'll get up early in the morning and clean the house. I must sleep now.
Mary, is it true? There be 14 women arrested now?
No, sir. There be 39 now.
Why, she's weeping. What ails you, child?
Goody Osborne will hang.
Hang. Hang, you say? The deputy governor will permit it.
He sentenced her. He must. But not Sarah Good. For Sarah Good confessed, you see,
Confess for what?
that she sometimes made a compact with Lucifer and wrote her name in his black book with her blood and bound herself to torment Christians until God's thrown down and we must all worship hell forevermore.
But surely you know what a jabberer she is. Did you tell them that?
Mr. Proctor, in open court, she near to choked us all to death.
How choked you?
She sent her spirit out.
Oh, Mary. Mary,
She tried to kill me many times, Goody Proctor.
Why, I never heard you mention that before.
I never knew it before. I never knew anything before. When she come into the court, I say to myself, I must not accuse this woman, for she's so very old and she sleep in ditches and she's so poor. But then she sit there, denying and I feel a misty coldness climb at my back, and the skin on my skull begin to creep, and I feel a clamp around my neck, and I cannot breathe air. And then I hear a voice, a screaming voice, and it was my voice. And all at once I remembered everything she'd done to me.
Why? What did she do to you?
So many times, Mr. Proctor, she come to this very door begging bread and a cup of cider, and mark this, whenever I turned her away empty, she mumbled.
She may mumble if she's hungry.
But what does she mumble? You must remember, Goody Proctor, last month, a Monday, I think. She walked away, and I thought my guts would burst for 2 days after. Do you remember it?
Why, I do, I think.
And so I told that to Judge Haythorne, and he asked her so. Goody Osborne says he, what curse do you mumble that this girl must fall sick after turning you away? And then she replies, why, Your Excellence, no curse at all. I only say my commandments. I hope I may say my commandments, says she.
And that's an upright answer.
But then Judge Haythorne say, recite first your commandments. And of all 10, she could not say a single one. She never knew no commandment. They had her in a flat lie.
And so condemned her.
Why, they must when she condemned herself.
But the proof.
I told you the proof. It's hard proof, hard as a rock, the judges said.
You'll not be going to court anymore, Mary Warren.
I must tell you, sir, I will be gone every day now. I am amazed you do not see what weighty work we do.
What work you do? It is strange work for a Christian girl to hang old women.
But they will not hang them if they confess. Sarah Good will only sit in jail sometime. But here's a wonder for you. Think on this. Goody Good is pregnant.
Are they mad? The woman's near to 60.
They had Dr. Griggs come in and examine her, and she is full to the brim, and smoking a pipe all these years, and no husband either. But she's safe, thank God, for they'll not hurt the innocent child. But be that not a marvel? You must see it, sir. It's God's work we do. I will be gone every day now for some time. I am an official of the court, they
I'll
say.
official you.
I'll not stand whipping anymore, Mr. Proctor.
Mary, promise now you'll stay
The devil's
home.
loose and sailing, Mr. Proctor.
I'll whip the devil out of you!
I saved your life today.
I am
only hope you'll not be so sarcastical with me no more. 4 judges and the king's deputy sat to dinner with us but an hour ago. I would have you speak civilly to me from this out.
Go to bed.
I'll not be ordered to bed anymore, Mr. Proctor. I am 18 and a woman, however single.
Do you wish to sit up? Then sit up.
I wish to go to bed.
Good night, then!
Night.
Oh, the noose. The noose is up.
There'll be no news.
She wants me dead. I knew all week there were
They
nooses.
dismiss it. You heard her
I
say
want
it.
it tomorrow. She will cry me out until they take me.
Sit you down.
She wants me dead, John. You
I
know
say,
this.
sit down! Now we must be wise, Elizabeth.
Oh, indeed.
Fear nothing. I'll find Ezekiel Cheever. I'll tell him she said it were all sport.
John, with so many in the jail, more than Cheever's help is needed now, I think. Would you favor me with this? Go to Abigail.
What have I to say to Abigail?
John, grant me this. You have a faulty understanding of young girls. There is a promise made in any bed.
What promise?
Spoke or silent, a promise is surely made. And she may dote on it now. I am sure she does, and thinks to kill me than to take my place. It is her dearest hope, John, I know it. There be 1,000 names. Why does she call mine? I am no goody good that sleeps in ditches, nor Osborne drunk and half-witted. She dared not call out such a farmer's wife, but there be monstrous confident. She thinks to take my place, John.
She cannot think it.
John, have you ever shown her somewhat of contempt? She cannot pass you in the church, but you will blush.
I may blush for my sin.
I think she sees another meaning in that blush.
And what see you? Huh? What see you, Elizabeth?
I think you'd be somewhat ashamed, for I am there and she's so close.
When will you know me, woman? Were I stoned, I would crack for shame the 7th month.
Then go and tell her she's a whore. Whatever promise she may sense, break it, John. Break it.
Good then. I'll go.
Oh, how unwillingly.
I will curse her hotter than the oldest sin during hell, but pray begrudge me not my anger.
Your anger, I only...
Woman, am I so base? Do you truly think me base?
Never called you base.
Then how do you charge me with such a promise? The promise that a stallion gets a mare I gave that girl.
Then why do you anger with me when I bid you break it?
Because it speaks deceit, and I am honest. But I'll plead with you no more. I see your spirit twists around the single error of my life, and I shall never tear it free.
You'll tear it free when you come to know that I will be your only wife or no wife at all. She has an arrow in you yet, John Proctor, and you know it well.
Good evening. Mike. Mr. Hale, good evening. I hope I did not startle you.
No, it's only that
You are Sir Mike Proctor. I, Elizabeth. I hope you're not off to bed yet. No, we're not used to visitors after dark. But you're welcome here. Sit you down, sir. I will. I'll let you sit, good Mike Proctor. Will you have some cider, Mr. Hale?
No, it rebels in my stomach. I have some further traveling yet tonight. Sit you down, sir. It will not be long, but I have some business with you.
Business of the court?
No, I come of my own without the court's authority. Hear me. No, not if you are aware, but your wife's name is mentioned in the court.
Aye, we know it, sir. Our Mary Warren told us we're entirely amazed.
I am a stranger here, as you know, and in my ignorance I find it hard to draw a clear opinion of them who come accused before the court. So this afternoon, and now tonight, I go from house to house. I come from Rebecca Nurse's house,
Rebecca's charged.
Oh, God forbid such a one be charged. She is, however, pensioned somewhat.
You will never believe, I hope, that Rebecca traffics with the devil.
Woman, it is impossible.
But surely you cannot think so.
This is a strange time, mister. No man may longer doubt the powers of dark are gathered in monstrous attack upon this village. There's too much evidence now to deny it. I agree, sir.
I have no knowledge in that line. But I find it difficult to believe that so pious a woman may be secretly a devil's bitch after so many years of such good prayer.
Aye, but the devil is a wily one, you cannot deny it. However, she is far from accused, and I know she will not be. I thought, sir, if I may, to put some question as to the Christian character of this house, if you'll permit me.
Why, we have no fear of questions, sir.
Good. Now, the book of record that Mr. Paris keeps, I note that you are rarely in the church on Sabbath day.
No, sir, you're mistaken.
26 times in 17 months, sir. I must call that rare. Tell me why you are so absent.
Mr. Hale, I never knew that I was an account to that man, for I come to church or stay at home. My wife were sick this winter.
So I am told. But you, mister, why could you not come alone?
I surely came when I could, and when I could not, I prayed in this house.
Mr. Proctor, your house is not a church. Theology must tell you that.
It does. It does. It also tells me that a minister may pray to God without he have golden candlesticks upon the altar.
What golden candlesticks?
Since we built the church, there were pewter candlesticks upon the altar. Francis Nurse made them, you know, and a sweeter hand never touched the metal. But Mr. Paris came, and for 20 weeks he speak nothing but golden candlesticks until he had them. I labored the earth from dawn of day to blink of night. And I tell you true, when I look up to heaven and see my money glaring at his elbows, it hurt my prayer, sir. It hurt my prayer. I think sometimes the man dreams cathedrals, not clapboard meeting houses.
And yet, mister, Christian on Sabbath day must be in church. Tell me, you have 3 children?
Aye, boys.
How comes it that only 2 are baptized?
I like it not that Mr. Paris should lay his hand upon my baby. I see no light of God in that man, I'll not conceal it.
Mr. Proctor, I must say it, that is not for you to decide. The man's ordained, therefore the light of God is in him.
Mr. Hale, what is your suspicion?
Oh, no, I have.
I nailed the roof upon that church. I hung the
Oh,
door.
did you? That's a good sign then.
It may be that I have been too quick to bring the man to book, but you cannot believe that we ever desired the destruction of religion. I think that is in your mind, is it not?
I have. There is a softness in the record, sir. Softness.
I think maybe we have been too hard with Mr. Paris. I think so. But sure, we never loved the devil here.
You know your commandments, Elizabeth.
I surely do. There be no mark of blame upon my life. I am a covenanted Christian woman.
And you, mister.
I'm sure I do.
Let you repeat them, if you will.
Commandments.
Aye.
Thou shalt not kill.
Aye.
Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's goods, or make unto thee any graven image. Thou shalt not take the Lord's name in vain. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. Thou shalt honor thy father and mother. Thou shalt not bear false witness. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image.
You said that twice, sir.
Aye, sir.
Adultery, John.
Aye. You see, sir, between the two of us, we do know them all. I think it be a small fault, Mr. Hale.
Theology, sir, is a fortress. No cracking fortress may be accounted small.
There be no love for Satan in this house. You cannot think it.
I pray it. I pray it dearly. Now then, bid you good night.
Mr. Hale, I do think you are suspecting me somewhat, are you not?
Good Proctor, I do not judge you. My only duty is to add what I may to the godly wisdom of the court. I pray you both good health and good fortune. Good night, sir.
I think you must tell him, John.
What's that?
Will you tell him?
I have no witness and cannot prove it, but my word be taken. But I know that the children's sickness have not to do with witchcraft.
not to do.
Mr. Paris discovered them sporting in the woods. They were startled and took sick.
Who told you this?
Abigail Williams.
Abigail.
Aye.
Abigail Williams told you it had naught to do with witchcraft.
Aye, she told me the day that you came, sir.
Why did you keep this?
I never knew till tonight that the world had gone daft with this nonsense.
Nonsense! Mister, I myself have examined Tituba, Sarah Good, and numerous others that have confessed to dealings with the devil. They have confessed it!
And why not, if they must hang for denying it? There are those who will confess to anything before they'll hang. Have you never thought of that?
I have indeed. Would you testify to this in court?
I hadn't reckoned with going into court. But if I must, I will.
Do you falter here?
I falter nothing. But I may wonder if my story be credited in such court. When such a steady-minded minister as you will suspicion such a woman that has never lied, and cannot lie, and the world knows she cannot lie. I may falter somewhat, sir. I am no fool.
Doctor, let you open with me now, for I have a rumor that troubles me. It said you hold no belief that there may even be witches in the world. Is that true, sir?
I know not what I said. I may have said it. I have wondered if there be witches in the world, though I cannot believe that they come among us
Then
now.
you do not believe
I have no knowledge of it. The Bible speaks of witches, and I'll not deny them.
And you, woman,
I cannot believe it.
you cannot!
Elizabeth, you bewilder him.
I cannot believe that the devil may own a woman's soul, Mr. Hale, when she keeps an upright way as I have. I am a good woman. I know it. And if you believe that I may do only good work in the world and yet be secretly bound to Satan, then I must tell you, sir, I do not believe it.
Well, woman, you do believe that there
If
are
you
witches.
think that I am one, then I say there are
But
none.
surely you do not fly against the gospel. The
She
gospel.
believes the gospel every word.
Question Abigail Williams about the gospel, not myself.
She does not mean to doubt the gospel. You cannot think it. This is a Christian house, sir. A Christian house.
God keep you both. And the third child be quickly baptized. Go you without meddling each Sunday into sound of prayer. Oh, and keep a quiet, solemn way among you.
John,
I think
Giles, what's the matter?
they take my wife. And here's Rebecca.
Rebecca's in the jail?
Aye, Cheever come and take her in his wagon. We've only now in the jail and they won't even let us to see them.
They've surely gone wild now, Mr. Hale.
Reverend Hale, can you not speak to the deputy governor? I'm sure he mistakes these people for...
pray calm yourself, Mr. Nurse.
My wife is the very brick and mortar of this church. Mr. Hale and Martha Corey, there cannot be a woman closer to God than Martha.
How was Rebecca charged, Mr. Nurse?
For murder she's charged. For the glorious and supernatural murder of the Goody Putnam's babies. What am I to do, Mr. Hale?
Oh, believe me, Mr. Nurse, if Rebecca does be tainted, then nothing's left to stop the whole green world from burning. Let you rest upon the justice of the court. The court will send her home, I know it.
You cannot be guilty tried in court!
Nurse! Though our hearts break, we cannot flinch. These are new times, sir. There is a misty plot afoot, so subtle we should be criminal to cling to old respects and ancient friendships. I have seen too many frightful proofs in court. The devil is alive in Salem, and we dare not quail to follow wherever the accusing finger points.
But how may such a woman murder babies?
Man, remember that until an hour before the devil fell, God was beautiful in heaven.
I never said my wife were a witch. I only said she were reading books.
Mr. Corey, exactly what complaint you made on your wife?
That bloody mongrel Walcott charged her. See, he paid my wife 4 or 5 years ago, and the pig died soon after. So then he comes dancing in for his money back. And my wife, my Martha, she says to him, Walcott, if you haven't the wit to feed a pig properly, you'll not live to own many, she says. So now in court, he says that from that day to this, he can't keep a pig alive for more than 4 or 5 weeks because my Martha bewitched them with her books.
Good evening to you, Doctor.
Why, Mr. Cheever, good evening.
Good evening, all. Good evening, Mr. Hale.
I hope you come not on business of the courts.
I do, Doctor, I'm a clerk of the court now, you know.
It's a pity, Ezekiel, that an honest tailor bound for heaven must burn in hell. You'll burn for this, do you know it?
You know yourself I'm a suicide told. You surely know that, Kyle. And I just leave you not to sending me to hell. I like not the sound of it, I tell you. I like not the sound of it. Now, believe me, Doctor, how heavy be the law. Its full tonnage I carry on my back tonight. I have a warrant for your wife.
You said she were not
I
charged.
know nothing of it. When was she charged?
I have given 16 warrants tonight, sir, and she is one.
Who charges her?
Why, Abigail Williams charged me.
But what proof? What proof?
Mr. Proctor, I have little time. The court bid me search your house, but I like not to search your house. So could you please hand me any poppets your wife may keep here?
Poppets.
I never kept no pockets, not since I were a girl.
I spy a poppet, Goody Proctor.
Why, this is Mary's.
Would you hand it to me, please?
Has the court discovered a text in poppets now?
Do you have any others in the house?
No, nor this one till tonight. What signifies a poppet?
A poppet. Now, woman, would you please come with me?
She will not. Fetch Mary Warren, Elizabeth.
No, I am forbidden to leave her from my sight.
You will leave her out of sight and out of mind, mister. Fetch Mary.
What signifies a poppet, Mr. Cheever?
They say it may signify that she... Why? This.
What's there?
Why? It is a needle. Harry! Harry, it is a needle!
What signifies a needle?
I was so hard with the doctor. I had my doubts, I tell you, I had my doubts, but here's calamity. It is a needle, sir. Do you see a needle?
Why? What meaning has it?
The girl, the Williams girl, Abigail Williams. She sat at dinner tonight at Reverend Parris's house, and without word nor warning, she falls to the floor like a struck beast, and screamed a scream a bull would weep to hear. He goes to save her, and stuck 2 inches into the flesh of her belly, he pulled a needle out. And demanded how she come to be so stabbed. She testified. It's where your wife's familiar spirit pushed it in.
Why she done it herself? I hope you're not taking this for proof, mister.
Tis hard proof. I have found here a poppet Goody Proctor keeps. I have found it, sir, and in its stomach a needle. I have never warned to see such proof of hell, and I bid you obstruct me now, Harry.
How came this puppet into my house?
What puppet's that, sir?
This puppet! This puppet!
Why, I think it is mine, sir.
It is your puppet, is it not?
It is, sir.
And how did it come in this house?
Why, I made it in the court and give it to Goody Proctor tonight.
Now, sir, do you have it?
Mary Warren and needle were found inside this puppet.
Why, I meant no harm by it, sir.
You stuck that needle in yourself.
I believe I did, sir.
What say you now?
Child, you are certain this be your natural memory? May it be perhaps that someone conjures you even now to say this.
Conjures me? Why, no, sir. I am entirely myself, I think. Let you ask Susanna Walcott. She saw me so in court. Ask Abby. Abby sat beside me when I made it.
Bid him be gone, Mr. Hale. Surely your mind's made up now. Bid him out.
What signifies a needle?
Mary, you charge a cold and cruel murder on Abigail.
Murder? I charge...
Abigail was stabbed tonight. A needle were found stuck into her belly, and
And she charges me.
Why? The girl is murder. She must be ripped out of the world.
That's so ripped out of the world. Out with you! You dare not touch the warrant, Proctor!
With you.
You break the deputy governor's warrant!
And the deputy governor out of my house.
now Proctor,
Get out with them. You are a broken minister.
Proctor, if she is innocent,
If she is innocent, but I never wonder if Paris be innocent, or Abigail. Is the accuser always holy now? Were they born this morning as clean as God's fingers? I'll tell you who's walking in Salem. Vengeance is walking in Salem. We are what we always were in Salem, but now the crazy little children are jangling the keys of the kingdom and come and vengeance breaks the law. This warrant is vengeance. I'll not give my wife to vengeance!
I'll go, John.
You will not go.
I've got 9 minutes, John. You cannot keep her.
Will you see her taken?
Proctor, the court is just.
Pontius Pilate! God will not let you clean your hands of for this.
John, I think I must go with them. Mary, there is bread enough for tomorrow morning. You will bake in the afternoon. Help Mr. Proctor as you were his daughter. You owe me that, and much more. When the children wake, speak nothing of witchcraft. It will frighten them.
I will bring you home. I will bring you soon.
Oh, John, bring you soon.
I will fall on that cord like an ocean. Fear nothing, Elizabeth.
I will fear nothing. Tell the children I have gone to visit someone sick.
Eric? Eric, don't chain her! Damn you, man! I'll not have it! Oh, then I'll not have her chained!
And yet, son, it is fraud. No.
I'll pay you, Eric! I'll surely pay you!
God's name, John, I cannot help myself! I must chain them all! Now let you keep inside this house till I am gone! The law binds me, John. I cannot budge.
Mr. Proctor.
Out of my house!
Charity, Proctor, charity. Well, I have none of the favor. I will not fear to testify in court. God help me, I cannot judge you guilty or innocent. I know not. Only this, consider. The world goes mad, and it probably not that you should lay the cause to the vengeance of a little girl.
You are a coward! Though you'll be ordained in God's own tears, you're a coward now!
Proctor, I cannot think God be so greatly provoked by such a petty cause. Jails of Pat, our greatest judges sit in Salem now, in heaven's promised. Men must look to cause proportion. Your murder done, perhaps, never brought to light. An abomination, some secret blasphemy that stinks to high heaven. I think no cause, man, unless you help me to discover. There is your way, believe me. There is your only way when such confusion strikes upon this world. Let you counsel among yourselves, and think upon your village what may have drawn from heaven such thundering wrath upon you all. I shall pray. God open up our eyes.
I never heard no murder done in Salem.
Leave me, Francis. Leave me.
John, tell me, are we lost?
Leave. Go home now, Miles.
Think you on it. We'll come early, eh?
Aye. We'll talk on it tomorrow. Go home, Miles.
Good night.
Mr. Proctor, very likely they'll let her come home.
You're
once-
going to court with me, Mary. You will tell it in the court.
I cannot charge murder on
You will
Abigail.
tell the court how that public came to my house and who stuck the needle in.
You'll kill me for saying that. Abigail charged lechery on you, Mr. Proctor.
She's told you.
I have known it, sir. She'll ruin you with it. I know she will.
Good. Then her saintliness is done with. We shall slide into our pit together, and you will tell the court you know.
Cannot. They'll turn on me.
My life will never die from me. I will bring your guts into your mouth, but that goodness will not die
I
from me.
cannot do. I cannot.
Make your peace with it. Now heaven and hell grapple on our backs, and all old pretenses ripped away. Make your peace. Peace. It is a providence and no great change. And we are what we always were, but naked now. Naked. And the wind, God's icy wind, will blow!
But eventually, I didn't tell you that you wanted you to I didn't know that when you called. No.
Maybe you could show up for me, huh?
Look at that.
I just
It's like less sudden.
There's abundant evidence in our hands to show that you have given yourself to the reading of fortunes. Do you deny this?
I am innocent to a witch. I know not what a witch is.
How do you know, then, that you are not a witch?
If I were, I would know it.
Why do you hurt these children?
I do not hurt them. I scorn it.
I have evidence for the court.
You will keep your seat.
Thomas Platt is reaching out for land.
Marshal, arrest that man.
The child lies. Lies.
Arrest him, Excellency.
I bring evidence. Why will you not hear my evidence? Hands off. Damn you.
Guards, guards.
I bring evidence for the court.
You cannot go in there, guards. It's a court. At ease.
Pray, be calm a moment.
Mr.
moment.
How do you dare come roaring into this court? Are you gone daft, Corey?
You're not a Boston judge yet, Thorne. You'll not call me daft.
Who is this man?
Giles Corey, sir, and a more I to ask the question, and I'm old enough to answer it. The name is Corey. Giles Corey. I own 600 acres of land and timber in addition. And it's my wife who be condemned in there.
And how do you imagine to support her cause with such contemptuous riot? Now be gone. Your old age alone shall keep you out of jail for this.
But they be telling lies about my wife.
Do you take it upon yourself to decide what this court shall believe and what it shall set aside?
Your Excellency, we mean no disrespect.
Disrespect indeed. It is disruption, mister. This is the highest court of the supreme government of this province. Do you know it?
I only sent my wife to read books. And they come and take her out like...
What books?
It's my third wife, sir. I've never had no wife be so taken with books. But I never said you were away. I broke charity. I broke charity.
Excellency, he claims hard evidence for his wife's defense. I think that in all justice, sir, you
Then let
must...
him submit his evidence in a proper affidavit. You are well aware of procedure here, Mr. Hale. Clear this room.
Come now, Giles.
We are desperate, sir. We come here 3 days now and cannot be heard.
Who is this man?
Francis, nurse, Your Excellency.
His wife's Rebecca that were condemned this morning.
Indeed. I am amazed to find you in such uproar. I only have good report of your character, Mr. Nurse.
They ought to both be arrested in contempt.
Let you submit your plea, and in due time I will consider your
Excellency, we have proof for your eyes. God forbid you shut them to it. The girls, sir. The girls are frauds.
What's that?
We have proof of it, sir. They are all deceiving you.
This is contempt.
Sir.
Peace, Judge Haythorne. Do you know who I am, Mr. Nurse?
I surely do, sir, and I think you must be a wise judge to be what you are.
And are you aware that near to 400 are in the jails from Marblehead to Lynn and upon my signature? And some of you condemned to hang by that signature.
I never thought to say it to such a weighty judge, Your Excellency, but you are deceived.
Mary Warren, what are you about here?
She would speak with the deputy governor.
Did you not tell me Mary Warren were at home sick in bed?
Ah, Your Honor, when I went to fetch her last week, she did say she was sick.
She's been striving with her soul all week, Your Honor. She comes now to tell you the truth of this.
Who is this?
John Proctor, Your Honor. Elizabeth Proctor is my wife.
Beware this man, Your Honor. This man is mystic.
I think you must hear the girl, sir.
Peace. What would you tell us, Mary Warren?
She said she never saw no spirits.
Never saw no spirits.
She has signed a deposition.
No, I accept no depositions. Tell me, Mr. Proctor, have you given out this story in the village?
We have not.
They mean to overthrow the court! I pray you, Mr. Ferris. Mr. Proctor, are you aware that the entire contention of the state in these trials is that the voice of heaven speaks to these children?
I know that, sir.
And you, Mary Warren, how came you to cry out people for sending their spirit against you?
It was pretense, sir.
I cannot hear you.
They were pretense, she says.
Ah, and the other girls, Susanna Walcott and the others, they are also pretending.
I, sir.
Indeed. Excellency, you surely cannot think to let so vile a lie be spread in open court. Indeed not, but it strikes hard upon me that she dared come here with such a tale. Mr. Proctor.
Aye, sir.
Before I decide whether I should hear your evidence or not, I must tell you this. We burn a hot fire here and melts down all concealment.
I know that, sir.
Let me continue. I understand well, sir, that a husband's tenderness may drive him to extravagance in defense of a wife. You are certain, sir, that your evidence is the truth.
It is, and you shall surely know it.
And you thought to declare this revelation in the open court before the public.
I thought I would, aye. With your permission, sir.
Now, sir, what is your purpose in so doing?
Why, I would free my wife, Your Honor.
There lurks nowhere in your heart, nor hidden in your spirit, any desire to undermine this court.
Why, no, sir.
Your Excellency,
Mr. Shiva,
I think it be my duty, sir. Do not deny it, John. When I come to take his wife, he damned the court and ripped your warrant.
Now you haven't.
he did that, Mr. Hale.
He did. It were a temper, sir. I knew not what I did.
Mr. Proctor,
I, sir.
have you seen the devil in your life?
No, sir.
You are in all respects a gospel Christian.
I am, sir.
Such a Christian that will not come to church but once in a month.
What's that? Not come to church?
I have no love for Mr. Paris. It is no secret. But God I surely love.
He plow on Sunday, sir.
Plow on Sunday.
I think it be evidence, John. I'm an officer of the court. I cannot keep it.
I may have once or twice plowed on Sunday.
There are others who do plow on Sunday, truth be known.
Your Honor, I cannot think you may judge the man on such evidence.
I judge none. I will tell you straight, mister. I have seen marvels in this court. I have seen people choked before my eyes by spirits. I have seen people stuck by pins and slashed by daggers. I have until this moment not the slightest reason to believe that the children may be deceived. Do you understand my meaning?
Does it not strike you, sir, that so many of these women live so long with such an upright reputation?
Do you read the gospel, Mr. Proctor?
I read the gospel.
I think not. Or you should surely know that Cain were an upright man, and yet he did kill Abel.
God tells us that. But who tells us that Rebecca Nurse killed 7 babies by sending up her spirit on them? It were the children only, and this one will swear she lied to you.
Judge me. Aye, she's the one. Mr. Proctor, this morning your wife sent me a claim stating that she is pregnant now.
My wife is pregnant.
There be no sign of it. We have examined her body.
But if she says she is, then she must be. That woman will never lie, Your Honor.
She will not.
Never, sir. Never.
We have thought it too convenient to be credited. However, if I should tell you now that I shall let her be kept yet another month, and if she begin to show her natural sign, you shall have her living yet another year until she is delivered. What say you to that? Come now. You say your only purpose is to save your wife. Good then. She is saved at least this year, and a year is long. What say you, sir? It is done now. Will you drop this charge?
I think I cannot.
Then your purpose is somewhat larger.
He means to overthrow the court, Your Honor.
These are my friends, Your Honor.
I do not judge you, sir. I am ready to hear your evidence.
I seek not to bring...
Marshal, go into the court and bid Judge Stoken and Judge Seawald declare recess for 1 hour. And let them go to tavern if they wish. All prisoners and witnesses are to be kept in the building.
Aye, sir.
Now, Mr. Proctor, what deposition do you have for us? And I bid you be clear, open as the sky, and honest.
I am no lawyer, so I'll...
The pure in heart need no lawyers, sir. Proceed as you will.
Will you read this first, sir? It is a sort of testament of people signing in to carry their good opinion of Rebecca, my wife, and Marcus Ward.
Their good opinion.
These are all land-holding farmers, Your Honor, members of the church. You'll see that they have known the women many years and never saw example of their dealings with the devil.
How many names are here?
91, Your Excellency.
These people should be summoned for questioning.
Mr. Danforth, I gave these people all my word no harm would come to them for signing this.
This is a clear attack upon the court.
Every defense and attack upon the court. Can no one...
All Christian and innocent people are happy for the courts in Salem. These people are gloomy for it. And I think you will want to know from each and every one of them what discontents them with you.
I think they ought to be examined, sir.
It is not necessarily an attack, I think. Yet I cannot...
These are all covenant Christians!
Then I'm sure they have nothing to fear. Mr. Cheever, have warrants drawn for all of these. Arrest for examination. Now, sir, what other information do you have for us? You may sit, Mr. Nurse.
I have brought trouble on.
No, old man, you have not hurt these people. They are good conscience. But you must understand, sir, that a person is either with this court or he must be counted against it. This is a sharp time now. A precise time. We live no longer in the dusty afternoon when evil mixed itself with good and befuddled the world. Now by God's grace the shining sun is up, and him that fear not light will surely praise it. I hope you will be one of those. She's not hard yet, see?
No, she's not. Mary, now remember the angel, what he said to the boy Tobias.
I,
Do that which is good, and no harm shall come to thee.
Come, man, we wait you.
John, my deposition. Give him mine.
Aye. This is Mr. Corey's deposition, Your Honor.
What lawyer drew this, Corey? You know I've never had a lawyer in my life, Haythorne.
It is very well phrased, my compliments. Mr. Ferris, if Mr. Putnam is in the court, will you bring him in? You have no legal training, Mr. Corey.
Oh, only the best, sir. 33 times in my life I've been in court, and I'm always the plaintiff.
Oh, and you're much put upon then.
I've never put upon. I know my rights, and I'll have them. Your father tried a case of mine once. Must be 35 years ago.
Indeed.
He never spoke of it to you.
No, I cannot recall it.
That's strange. You were a very fair judge, your father. Awarded me £9 damages. You see, I had this white mare once, and this fellow came to borrow the mare. There's the fellow!
Mr. Putnam, I have here an accusation by Mr. Corey against you. He states that you coldly prompted your daughter to cry witchery upon George Jacobs that is now in jail. What say you to that?
It is a lie. It is fake news.
Mr. Putnam states that your charge is a lie. What say you to that?
A farmer, Thomas Putnam! That is what I say to that.
And what kind of facts do you submit for your charge, sir?
The proof is there. If Jacob hangs for a witch, he forfeits his property. That's law. And there is none but Putnam with the coin to buy some great peace. This man is killing his neighbors for their land.
But proof, sir, proof.
The proof is there. I have it from an honest man who heard Putnam say it. The day his daughter cried out against Jacobs, she said he'd given him a fair gift of land.
And the name of this man?
What man?
The man who gives you this information.
I cannot give you his name.
And why not?
You know well why not. He'd lay in jail if I give his name.
This is contempt of the court, Mr. Danforth.
You will surely tell us the name.
I cannot give you no name. I gave my wife's name once, and I'll burn in hell long enough for that. I stand mute.
In that case, I have no choice but to arrest you in contempt of court. Do you know that?
I cannot give you no name, sir. I cannot. This is a hearing. You can't allow me from contempt of a hearing.
Oh, it is a proper lawyer. In that case, do you wish me to declare the court in session here, or will you give me good reply?
I will not give you the name. I cannot.
Very well, then. Mr. Cheever, begin the record. The court is now in session. I ask you, Mr. Corey, do
Your
you
Honor,
know that
he has the story in confidence.
The devil lives in such confidences. Without confidences, there can be no conspiracy, Your Honor.
It must be broken.
Old man, if your informant tells the truth, have him come here openly like a decent man. But if he must hide in anonymity, I must know why. Now, sir, the government and the Central Church demand of you the name of him who reported Mr. Thomas Putnam a common murderer.
Excellency,
Mr. Hale.
we cannot blink it more. There is a prodigious fear of this court in the country.
Then there is a prodigious guilt in the country. Are you afraid to be questioned here?
I mainly fear the Lord, sir. There is fear in the country, nevertheless.
Reproach me not with a fear in the country. There is a fear in the country because there is a moving plot to topple Christ in the country.
But it does not follow that everyone accused is part of it.
No uncorrupted man may fear this court, Mr. Hale, none. Now, sir, you're under arrest in contempt of this court. Now sit you down and take counsel with yourself, or you'll be set in jail until you're forced to answer all questions.
I'll make a pedestal! I'll cut your throne! I'll kill you yet! Peace, Giles, peace. We'll prove ourselves, now we surely will. Say nothing more. He's only playing us! He means to hang us all!
This is a court of law, mister. I'll have no infantry here.
Forgive him his old age, your honor. Peace, Giles. Now we'll prove it all. Mary, you mustn't weep. Remember the angel Raphael, what he said to the boy Tobias. There is your stone. Hold to it now. This is Mary Warden's deposition, your honor. While you read it, I will only ask that you remember that until 2 weeks ago, she were no different than the other children are today. You heard her scream. She howled. She swore familiar spirits tried to choke her. She even testified that women in the court...
We know all this.
Aye, sir. She now swears she never saw no Satan, nor no spirits that Satan may have sent to hurt her. She also declares that all the children are lying now.
Excellency, a moment. I think this goes to the heart of the matter.
It surely does.
I cannot say if he's an honest man. I know him little. But in all justice, sir, a claim so weighty cannot be argued by a mere farmer. In God's name, sir, stop here. Send him home, and let him come again with a lawyer.
Now look you, Mr. Hale.
Excellency, I have signed 72 death warrants. I am a minister of the Lord, and I dare not take her life unless there be a proof so immaculate, no slightest qualm of conscience may doubt it.
Mr. Hale, you surely do not doubt my justice.
This morning I have signed away the very soul of Rebecca Nunn, Your Honor. I'll not conceal it. My hand shakes, yet as with a wound. I pray you, sir, this argument that lawyers present to you.
Mr. Hale, believe me, for a man of such terrible learning, you are most bewildered. I pray you will forgive me. I have been 32 years at the bar, and I should be confounded were I called upon to defend these people. Let you consider now, and I bid you all do likewise. In an ordinary crime, how does one defend the accused? One brings up witnesses to prove his innocence. But witchcraft is ipso facto, on its face and by its nature, an invisible crime, is it not? Therefore, who may possibly be witness to it? The witch and the victim. There is none of it. Now, we cannot assume that the witches will accuse themselves, granted. Therefore, we must rely upon the victims, and they do testify. The children certainly do testify. Now, as for the witches, none will deny that we are most eager to hear all of their confessions. Therefore, what is left for a lawyer to bring out? I think I have made my point, have I not?
But this child claims the girls are not truthful, and if
That
they
is
are not...
precisely what I'm about to consider now, sir. What more may you ask of me? Unless you doubt my probity.
I surely do not, sir. Let you consider it then.
And let you put your heart to rest. Her deposition, Mr. Proctor.
I should like to
Miss Harris, I bid you be silent. Mr. Cheever, will you go into the court and bring the children here? Now, Mary Warren, how came you to this turnabout? Has Mr. Proctor threatened you for this deposition?
No, sir.
Has he ever threatened you?
No, sir.
Has he threatened you?
No, sir.
Then you mean to tell me that you sat in my court callously lying when you knew that people would hang by your evidence? Answer me!
I did, sir.
How were you instructed in your life? Do you not know that God damns all liars? Or is it now that you lie?
No, sir. I am with God now.
You are with God now.
I, sir.
I will tell you this. You are either lying now or you are lying in the court. And in either case, you have committed perjury and you will go to jail for it. You cannot lightly say that you lied, Mary. Do you know that?
I cannot lie no more. I am with God. I'm with God.
Come in, children. Children, your friend Mary Warren has given us a deposition in which she states that she never saw familiar spirits, apparitions, or any manifest of the devil. She also states that none of you have seen these things either. Now, children, this is a court of law, the law based upon the Bible, and the Bible writ by Almighty God, forbid the practice of witchcraft and prescribe death as the penalty thereof. But likewise, children, the law and the Bible damn all bearers of false witness. Now, it does not escape me that this deposition may be devised to blind us. It well may be that Satan has conquered Mary, who sends us here to distract our sacred purpose. If so, her neck will break for it. But if she speak truth, I bid you now drop your guile and confess your pretense. For a quick confession will go easier with you. Abigail Williams, is there any truth in this?
No, sir.
Children, a very augur bitch will now be turned into your souls until your honesty is proved. Will either of you change your positions now, or do you force me into hard question?
I have not changed, sir. She lies.
You would still go on with this?
I, sir.
A puppet were discovered in Mr. Proctor's house, stabbed by a needle. Mary Warren claims that you sat next to her in the court when she made it, that you saw her make it, and witnessed how she herself stuck her needle into it for safekeeping. What say you to that?
It is a lie, sir.
While you worked for Mr. Proctor, did you ever see any puppets in that house?
Goody Proctor always kept puppets.
My wife never kept no puppets, Your Honor, and Mary Warren swears it was her puppets.
Your Excellency,
Mr. Cheever?
when I spoke to Goody Proctor in that house, she swore she never kept no puppets, but she did say that she did keep puppets when she were a girl.
She has not been a girl these 15 years, Your Honor.
But a puppet will keep for 15 years, will it not?
It will keep, if it is kept. But Mary Warren swears she never saw no puppets in my house, nor anyone else.
Why could there not have been puppets hid where no one ever saw them?
There may also be a dragon with 5 legs in my house, but no one's ever seen it.
We are here, Your Honor, precisely to discover what it is that no one has ever seen.
Your Honor, what may profit this girl to turn herself about now? What may she gain but hard questioning and worse?
You are charging Abigail Williams with a marvelous cool plot to murder. Do you know that?
I do. I believe she means to murder.
This child would murder your wife?
It is no child. Hear me now, Your Honor. Twice in the last year, in the sight of the full congregation, she were put out of the meeting house for laughter during prayer.
What's this? Laughter during prayer?
Excellency, she were
Mr.
Didn't you bless power at that time, and she is solemn now.
Solemn, she means to hang us all.
Quiet.
Surely this has no bearing upon the question. He charges contemplation of murder.
Aye. Continue, Mr. Proctor.
Abby, now tell the judge how you danced in the woods.
Excellency, he is blackening
My
my
name,
name.
sir. What is this dancing?
Mr. Proctor.
Abigail leads the girls into the woods, and there they have danced naked.
Your Honor, this is
Mr.
ridiculous.
Paris discovered them himself in the dead of night. There is the child. It is.
Mr. Paris.
I can only say, sir, that I never found any of them
What did you discover
naked.
them dancing in the woods? Abigail!
Your Excellency, when I first arrived in Beverly, Mr. Paris told me that.
Do you deny it, Mr. Paris?
I do not, but I never saw them naked.
But she have danced.
Aye,
Sir,
Excellency, will you permit me?
Pray, proceed.
You say that you never saw no spirits, Mary. Were never tormented or afflicted by any manifest of the devil or of the devil's agents.
No, sir.
And yet, when the people accused of witchery confronted you in this court, you would faint, saying that their spirits came out of their bodies and choked you.
That were pretense, sir.
I cannot hear you.
Pretense, sir.
But you did turn cold, did you not? I myself picked you up several times and your skin were icy. Mr. Danforth, you...
I saw that many times.
She only pretended to faint, Your Honor. They're all marvelous pretenders.
Then can she pretend to faint now?
Now,
Why not? Now there are no spirits attacking her, for none in this room is accused of witchcraft. So let her turn herself cold now. Let her pretend she is attacked now. Let her faint. Faint!
Faint?
Aye, faint! And prove to us how you pretended so many times in the court.
I cannot faint now.
Can you not pretend it?
I have no sense of it now.
Why? What is lacking now?
I cannot tell it.
Might it be that we have no afflicting spirits, but in the court there were some?
I never saw no spirits.
That see no spirits now. And prove to us that you can faint by your own will as you claim.
I cannot do it.
And then you will confess it were attacking spirits made you
No,
faint.
sir.
Excellency, this is a trick to blind the court.
It's not a trick. Sir, I used to faint because I thought I saw spirits.
Thought you saw.
But I did not, Your Honor.
How could you say that you thought you saw them unless you saw them?
I cannot tell how I did it. I heard the girls screaming, and you, Your Honor, seemed to believe them, and it was sport at first, and then the whole world cried, spirits, spirits, and I promise, Mr. Danforth, I only thought I saw spirits, but I did not.
Surely your excellency is not taken by this simple lie.
Abigail, I bid you search your heart and tell me this. And beware of a child, for to God every soul is precious, and his vengeance is terrible on them that take life without cause. Is it possible, child, that the spirits you have seen are illusion only? Some deception that may cross your mind?
This is a base question, sir.
Child,
I have been hurt, Mr. Danforth. I have seen my blood running out. I have been near to murdered every day because I've done my duty pointing out the devil's people. And this is my reward. To be denied, mistrusted, questioned.
Child, I do not mistrust you.
Let you beware, Mr. Danforth. Thinking to be so mighty, the power of hell may not turn your wits. Beware of it. There is...
What is it, child?
No, not a wind. A cold wind has come. Your Honor, I freeze.
they're pretending.
She's cold, Your Honor. Touch her.
Mary, you send the shadow upon me. Lord, save me. I freeze. I freeze. Wind.
Mary Warren, do you witcher? I say to you, send your spirit out.
No. I cannot hear my father. I cannot.
How do you call heaven? Whore! It is a whore!
You charge Abigail Williams?
Margaret, thou shalt suck a scream to stab
This will not pass. You will prove this.
I have known her, sir. I have known her.
You are a lecher.
John! You cannot say
Oh, Francis, I wish you had some evil in you that you might know me. A man will not throw away his good name. Surely you know that.
In what time? In what place?
In the proper place where my beasts are bedded. Some 8 months past on the last night of my joy. She used to serve me in my house, sir. A man may think God sleeps, but God sees everything. I know that now. I beg you, sir, I beg you, see her for what she is. My wife, my dear, good wife, put her out soon after, and being what she is, sir, a love of vanity, sir, forgive me, Excellency. She thinks to dance with me on my wife's grave. And well she might, for I thought on her softly. God help me, I lusted, and there is a promise in such sweat. But it is a horror's vengeance, and you will know it. Please, I beg you, you must see it now.
You deny every scrap and tittle of this.
If I must answer that, I will leave and I will not come back again.
I have made a vow of my honor. I have wrung the doom of my good name, you will believe me. My wife is innocent except she knew a whore when she saw one.
Oh, what look do you give me? I'll not have such looks.
You will remain where you are. Mr. Paris, go into the court and bring Goodwife Proctor out.
Your Honor,
Bring her out! And tell her not one word of what's been spoken here. And let you knock before you enter. Now we shall touch the bottom of this swamp. Your wife, you say, is an honest woman.
In her life, sir, she has never lied. There are them that cannot weep, and them that cannot sing. My wife cannot lie. I have paid much to know that, sir.
And when she put this girl out of your house, it were for harlotry.
Aye, sir.
And she knew her for a harlot.
Aye, sir. She knew her for a harlot.
Good then. And if she tell me, child, it were for harlotry, may God spread his mercy on you. Hold! Turn your back. Turn your back. Do likewise. Now, that neither of you turn to face Goody Proctor. No one in this room is to raise a single word, or raise a gesture aye or nay. Enter! Mr. Cheever, record this testimony in all exactness. Are you ready?
Ready, sir.
Come here, woman. You will look at me only and not at your husband. In my eyes only.
Good, sir.
We are given to understand that at one moment you dismissed your servant, Abigail Williams.
That is true, sir.
For what cause did you dismiss her? You will look at me and not at your husband. The answer is in your memory, and you need no help to give it to me. Why did you dismiss Abigail Williams?
She dissatisfied me. And my husband.
In what way dissatisfied?
She were...
Woman, look at me! Was she slovenly? Lazy? What disturbance did she cause?
Your Honor, in that time I were sick, and my husband is a good and righteous man, Your Honor. He is never drunk as some are, nor wasted his time at the shuffleboard, but always at his work. But in my sickness, you see, sir, I were a long time sick after my last baby, and I thought I saw my husband somewhat turning from me. And this girl...
Look at me!
Aye, sir. Abigail Williams.
What of Abigail Williams?
I came to think he fancied her. And so one night, I lost my wits, I think, and put her out on the high road.
Your husband, did he indeed turn from her?
My husband is a goodly man, sir.
Yet he did not turn from her.
He...
Look at me! To your own knowledge, has John Proctor ever committed the crime of lechery? Answer my question! Is your husband a lecher?
No, sir.
Remove her!
Tell the truth!
She has spoken! Remove her!
I confess it!
Oh, God!
She only thought to say my good name, Your Honor. Excellency, it is a natural lie to tell. I pray you stop now before another is condemned. I may shut my conscience to a noble. My vengeance is working through this testimony. From the beginning, this man has struck me true. And by my oath to heaven, I believe him now. And I pray you call back his wife.
She has spoken nothing of lechery, and this man has lied.
I believe him. This girl has always struck me false.
You will not!
What is it, child?
I say!
What's there? Child! Girls! What are you?
It's on the beam! Behind the raft!
Where?
I will come, you will
little while ago you were afflicted. Now it seems you afflict others. Where did you find this power?
I have no power.
They're calling you, mister.
Why did you turn about this past week? You've seen the devil, have you not?
You cannot believe them.
You have seen the devil. You have compacted with Lucifer, have you not?
Mary! Goddamn all liars.
I cannot hear you! What do you say? You will confess yourself or you will hang. Do you know who I am? I say you will hang if you do not open with me.
Remember the angel Raphael to that which is good.
If you're spreading your please don't.
Will you confess this power? Speak!
Just walk with me.
Will you speak?
I cannot. I cannot.
Cast out the devil! Look him in the face! Trample him! We can kill you!
Don't touch me! Don't touch me! You are the devil's man!
Praise God!
Praise God! I will not hang with you. I love God. I love God.
He beat you to the devil's work.
He comes to me by night and every day to sign.
Sign what?
The devil's book! He come with a book!
My name? You want my name? I'll murder you, he says. If my wife hangs, we must go and overthrow the court, he says.
I cannot believe
He
it.
wakes me every night. His eyes are like holes, and his fingers claw my neck, and I sign.
Excellency,
I
this
sign.
child is going wild.
Mary!
No! I love God. I go your way. No more. I love God. I bless God. Abby, I'll hurt you no more.
What are you? You are combined with Antichrist, are you not? I have seen your power, you will not deny it. What say you?
Excellency.
I will have nothing from you, Mr. Hale. Will you confess yourself, be found with hell? Or do you keep that black allegiance yet? What say you?
I say God is dead!
Hear it! Hear it!
A fire is burning! I hear Lucifer's brood and I see his filthy face, and it is my face. And yours, that Lord, for those that quail to bring men out of innocence, and as I have quailed, and as you quail now, when you know in all your black heart that this be fraud. God damns our kind especially, and we will burn together!
I shall take him and Mr. Coy with him to the jail.
I denounce these proceedings! You are pulling down heaven and raising up the law! I denounce these proceedings! I quit this school!
Mr. Hale! Mr. Hale!
Your Excellency.
Where is Mr. Paris?
I'll fetch you.
Marshal, when did Reverend Hale arrive?
We're toward midnight, I think.
What is he about here?
Why, he goes with them that will hang, sir, and he prays with them. He's with the goody nurse now, and Mr. Paris with him.
Indeed. He had no authority to enter here, Marshal. Why have you let him in?
Why, Mr. Paris commanded, sir. I cannot deny him.
Are you drunk, Marshal?
No, sir. It is a bitter night, and I have no fire.
Fetch Mr. Paris.
Aye, sir.
There is a prodigious stench in this place.
I only now clear up the people for you, sir.
Beware hard drink, Marshal.
Aye, sir.
Let you question Hale, Excellency. I should not be surprised he's been preaching in Andover recently.
We'll come to that, speaking nothing of Andover. Paris prays with him. That's strange.
wonder if it'd be wise to let Mr. Paris so continuously with the prisoners. I think sometimes that man has a bad look these days.
Man.
I met him yesterday coming out of his house, and I bid him good morning, and he wept and went his way. I think it is unwell that the village sees him so unsteady.
Perhaps he has some sorrow. I think it be the cows. Sir,
Cows.
there be so many cows wandering the high roads now that their masters are in the jails. And much disagreement who they will belong to now. I know Mr. Paris be arguing with the farmers all yesterday. There is great contention, sir, about the cows. Contention maketh weep. You were always a man to weep for contention.
Good morning, sir. Thank you for coming. Beg your pardon waking you so early. Good morning, Judge Haythorne.
Reverend Hale have no authority to enter.
Excellency, a moment.
Do you leave him alone with the visitors?
What's his business here?
Excellency, hear me. It is Providence. Reverend Hale has returned to bring Rebecca Nurse to God.
He bids her confess.
Hear me. Rebecca has not given me a word this past 3 months since she came. But now she sits with him and her sister and Martha Corey and 2 or 3 others, and he pleads with them, confess their crimes and save their lives.
Why, this is indeed a providence, and they soften.
Not yet, but I thought to summon you that we might think on whether it be not wise to... I have meant to put a question, and I hope you will not...
Mrs. Harris, speak plain. What troubles you?
There is news, sir, that the court must reckon with. My niece, sir, my niece, I believe she has vanished.
Vanished?
I had thought to advise you of it earlier in the week, but I...
Why? How long has she gone?
This be the 3rd night, sir. She had told me she would stay a night with Mercy Lewis. When I sent for Mr. Lewis after she does not return so I can inquire, Mercy told him she would spend the night at my house.
They are both gone?
They are, sir.
I will send a party after them. Where may they be?
Excellency, I think they may be aboard a ship. My daughter tells me how she overheard them speaking of ships last week, and tonight my strong box is broken into.
She have robbed you?
31 pounds is gone. I am penniless.
Mr. Harris, you are a brainless man.
It profit nothing you should blame me. I could not think that they would flee, except that they feared to stay in Salem any longer. Abigail had a close knowledge of the town, and now that the news of Andover has spread here...
Andover is remedied. The court returns there on Friday and will resume examination.
I'm sure of it, sir, but rumor here speaks rebellion in Andover.
There is no rebellion in Andover.
I tell you what is said here, sir. They have thrown out the courts in Andover, they say, and will have no part of witchcraft. There is a faction here that is feeding on that news. And I tell you true, sir, I fear it may lead to riot here.
Riot? Why, at every execution I see naught but high satisfaction in this town.
Judge Haythorne, it were a different sort than hung before now. Rebecca Nurse is no Bridget, who spent 3 years living with Bishop before they were married. John Proctor is no Isaac Lewis, who drank his family to ruin. I would to God it were not so, Your Excellency, but they hold great weight yet in the town. Let Rebecca stand upon the gibbet and send up some righteous prayer, and I fear she will wake a vengeance on you.
Excellency, she's condemned to witch.
Shame. How would you propose then?
Excellency, I would postpone these hangings for
There
a
will be
time.
no postponement.
Now that Mr. Hale's returned, there is hope, I think. For if he brings even one of these to God, that confession surely damns the others in the public opinion, and none may doubt their link to God, to hell. This way, unconfessed and claiming innocence, doubts are multiplied. Many honest people may weep for them, and our good purpose is lost in their tears.
Give me the list.
It must not be forgot, sir, that when I summoned the town for John Proctor's excommunication, hardly 30 people came to hear that speak a discontent
sir, which of these, in your opinion, may be brought to God? I shall myself strive with him till dawn.
There is not sufficient time before
I
dawn.
shall do my utmost. Which of them do you have hope for?
Excellency, a dagger.
What do you say?
Tonight when I opened my door to leave my house, a dagger clattered to the ground. You cannot hang this sword. There's danger for me. I dare not step outside my house at night.
Accept my congratulations, Reverend Hale. We are most pleased to see you return to your good work.
You must pardon them. They will not budge.
You misunderstand, sir. I cannot pardon these when 12 already executed for the same crime. It is not just.
Rebecca will not confess.
The sun will rise in a few minutes. Excellency, I must have more time.
Now hear me, and beguile yourselves no more. I shall not receive a single plea for pardon or postponement. Them that will not confess will hang. 12 already executed. The names of these 7 are given out, and the village expects to see them die this morning. Postponement now speaks of floundering on my part. Reprieve or pardon must cast doubt upon the guilt of them that have died till now. And while I speak God's law, I will not crack its voice with whimpering. If retaliation is what you fear, know this. I should hang 10,000 that bears right against the law. And an ocean of salt tears could not melt the resolution of the statutes. Now, draw yourselves up like men and help me, as you are bound by heaven to do. You've spoken with them all, Mr. Hale.
All but Proctor. He is in the dungeon.
What's Proctor's way now?
He just sits like some great bird. You know how he lives, except he takes food from time to time.
His wife. His wife must be well on with child now.
She is, sir.
What think you, Mr. Paris? You have closer knowledge of this man. Might her presence soften him?
It is possible, sir. He has not laid eyes on her this past 3 months. I should summon her.
Is he yet adamant? Has he struck at you again?
He cannot, sir. We have chained him to the wall.
Fetch Goody Proctor to me. Then you will bring him up.
Aye, sir.
Excellency, you postpone a week and publish to the town that you are striving for their confessions. That speak mercy on your part, not faltering.
Mr. Hale, as God have not empowered me like Joshua to stop the sun from rising, I cannot withhold from them the perfection of their punishment.
If you think God calls you to rebellion, Mr. Danforth, you are mistaken.
You have heard rebellion spoken in the town.
Excellency, there are orphans wandering from house to house. Abandoned cattle bellow on the high roads. The stench of rotting crops hangs everywhere, and no man knows when the harlot's cry will end his life. And you wonder if rebellion spoke. Better you should marvel at how they cannot burn your crops.
Mr. Hale, have you reached an end over this one?
Thank God they have no need of me in Andover.
Baffle me, sir. Why have you returned here?
Why, it is all so simple. I come to do the devil's work. I come to counsel Christians that they should belie themselves. There is blood on my head. Do you not see the blood on my head?
Hush! Come in, woman. Goody Proctor, I hope you are well.
I am yet 6 months before my time.
Pray be at your ease. We come not for your life. We... Mr. Hale, will you speak with the woman?
Goody Proctor, your husband is marked to hang this morning.
I have heard it.
You know, do you not, that I have no connection with the court? I come of my own, Goody Proctor. I would save your husband's life, for if he is taken, I count myself his murderer. Do you understand?
What do you want of me?
Goody Proctor, I have gone this 3 months like our Lord into the wilderness. I have sought a Christian way, for damnation's double, on a minister who counsels men to lie.
It is no lie. You cannot speak of lies.
It is a lie! They are innocent.
I'll hear no more of that.
Let you not mistake your duty as I mistook my own. I came to this village like a bridegroom to his beloved, bearing gifts of high religion. The very crowns of holy law I brought. And what I touched with my great confidence, it died. And where I turned the eye of my great faith, blood flowed out. And where they brought me to know faith when faith brings blood, this mistaken law that leads to sacrifice. Life. Life is God's most precious gift. No principle, however glorious, may justify the taking of it. I beg of you, prevail upon your husband to confess. Let him give his life. Well, not before God's judgment of this. For it may well be that God damns a liar far less than he who throws his life away with pride. Will you plead with him? I cannot think you will listen to another.
I think that be the devil's argument.
Woman, before the laws of God we are as swine. We cannot treat his will.
I cannot dispute with you, sir. I lack learning for it.
Good evening, Doctor. You are not summoned here for this occasion. Neither no wifely tenderness within you. You will die with the morning, your husband. Do you know that? What say you? Will you contend with him? Are you stoned? I tell you true, woman. Had I no other evidence of your unnatural life, your dry eyes now would be sufficient evidence that you offered up your soul to hell. A very ape would weep at such calamity. Have the devil dried up any tear of pity within you? Take her out! It profit nothing that she should speak with him.
Let me speak with him, Excellency.
You'll strive with him?
Will you plead for his confession, or will you not?
I promise nothing. Let me speak with him.
How do you leave the next?
Mr. Proctor, you have been notified, have you not? I see a light in the sky, mister. Let you take counsel with your wife, and may God help you turn your back on hell.
Excellency,
If you should desire a cup of cider, Mr. Proctor, I'm sure that I could. God lead you now.
Child,
It grows.
there's no word of the boys.
They're well. Rebecca Samuel keeps them.
You have not seen them?
I have not.
You are a marvel, Elizabeth.
You have been tortured?
Aye. They come from my life now.
I know it.
None have yet confessed.
There be many confessed.
Who are they?
There be 100 or more, they say. Goody Ballard is one. Isaiah Goodkind is one. There be many.
Rebecca?
Not Rebecca. She is 1 foot in heaven now. Naught may hurt her more.
And Giles?
You have not heard of it?
I hear nothing where I am kept.
Giles is dead.
When were he hanged?
He were not hanged. He would not answer aye or nay to his indictment, for if he denied the charge, they'd hang him surely and auction out his property. So he stand mute and died Christian under the law. And so his sons will have his farm. It is the law, for he could not be condemned a wizard without he answered the indictment aye or nay.
Then how does he die?
They press him, John.
Press.
Great stones they lay upon his chest until he plead aye or nay. They say he give them but 2 words. More weight, he is. Die.
More weight.
Aye. They were a fearsome man, Giles Corey.
I have been thinking I would confess to them, Elizabeth. What say you of quicker than that?
I cannot judge you, John.
What would you have me do?
As you will, I would have it. I want you living, John. That's sure.
Giles' wife, has she confessed?
She will not.
It is a pretense, Elizabeth.
What is?
I cannot mount a gibbet like a saint. It is a fraud. I am not that man. My honor is broke, Elizabeth. I am no good man. Nothing is spoiled by giving them this that were not rotten long before.
And yet you've not confessed till now. That speak goodness in you.
Spite only keeps me quiet. It is hard to give a lie to such dogs. But I would have your forgiveness, Elizabeth.
It is not for me to give, John.
I would have you see some honesty in it. Let those that have never lied die now, and to save their souls. For me, is the pretense a vanity that will not blind God or keep my children out of the wind. What say you?
John! It comes to naught that I should forgive you if you'll not forgive yourself. It is not my soul, John. It is yours. Only be sure of this, for I know it now. Whatever you will do, it is a good man does it. I have read my heart this 3 months, John. I have sins of my own to count. It needs a cold wife to prompt lechery.
Enough.
Better you should know
I'll
me.
not hear it. I know you.
You take my sins upon
No,
you, John.
I take my own.
John! I counted myself so plain, so poorly made, no honest love could come to me. Suspicion kissed you when I did. I never knew how I should say my love. It were a cold house I kept.
What say you, Proctor? The sun is soon up.
Do as you will, but let none be your judge. There be no higher judge under heaven than Proctor is. Forgive me. Forgive me, John. I never knew such goodness in the world.
I want my life.
You'll confess yourself?
I will have my life.
God be praised, it is a providence. He will confess.
Why do you
will
cry?
confess.
It is evil. Is it not? It is evil.
I cannot judge you, John. I cannot.
Then who will judge me? God in heaven, what is John Proctor? What is John Proctor? I think it is honest. I think so. I am no good man. Let Rebecca go like a saint. For me, it is fraud.
I am not your judge. I can't be. Do as you will. Do as you will!
Would you ever give them this? Say it! Would you ever give them this lie? You would not. If tongues of fire were singeing you, you would not give them this. It is evil. Good then. It is evil and I do it.
Praise to God, man. Praise to God. You shall be blessed in heaven for this. Now then, let us have it. Are you ready, Mr. Cheever?
Where must it be written?
Why, for the good instruction of the village. This we shall post upon the church door. Where is the marshal? Marshal, hurry! Now, sir, will you speak slowly and directly to the point for Mr. Cheever's sake? Mr. Proctor, have you ever seen the devil in your life? Come, man, there's light in the sky. The town waits at the scaffold. I would give out this news. Did you see the devil?
It did.
Praise God. And when he came to you, what were his demands? Did he bid you do his work upon the earth?
He did.
And you bound yourself to his service. Come in, woman.
Ah, John. You're well then, eh?
Courage, man, courage. Let her witness your good example that she herself may be brought to God. Now hear it, goody nurse. Say on, Mr. Proctor, did you bind yourself to the devil's service?
Why, John!
I did.
Now, woman, you see it profit nothing to keep this conspiracy any further. Will you confess yourself with him?
Oh, John! God send his mercy on you!
I say, will you confess yourself, goody nurse?
Why, it is a lie! It is a lie! How may I damn myself? I cannot! I cannot!
Mr. Proctor, when the devil come to you, did you ever see Rebecca Nurse in his company? Come, men, take courage. Did you ever see her with the devil?
No.
Did you ever see her sister Mary Easty with the devil?
No, I did not.
Did you ever see Martha Corey with the devil?
I did not.
Did you see anyone with the devil?
I did not.
Mr. Proctor, you mistake me. I am not empowered to trade your life for a lie. You have most certainly seen some person with the devil. Mr. Proctor, a score of people have already testified they saw this woman with the devil.
Then it is proved. Why must I say it?
Why must you say it? Why, you should rejoice to say it if your soul is truly thirst for any love of hell.
These people think to go like saints. I like not to blacken their
Mr. Proctor,
names.
you think they go like saints.
This woman never thought she done the devil's work.
Now, sir, I think you mistake your duty here. It matters nothing what she thought. She is convicted for the unnatural murder of children, and you for sending your spirit out upon Mary Warren. Your soul alone is at issue here, mister, and you will either prove its whiteness or you cannot live in a Christian country. Now, sir, will you tell me what persons conspired with you in the devil's company? To your own knowledge, was Rebecca Nurse ever
I think
brought-
my own sins. I cannot judge another. I have no tongue for it.
Excellency, it is enough he confessed himself. I pray you, let him sign it. Let him sign it.
It is a great service, sir. It is the weighty name in the village. It will strike the town that John Proctor confessed. I beg you, sir, let him sign it. The sun is up, Excellency.
Come then, sign your testament. Give it to him.
You have witnessed it. It is enough.
You will not sign it.
You have witnessed it. What more is needed?
Do you sport with me? You will sign your name or it is no confession, mister.
Praise be to the Lord.
If you please.
No!
Mr. Proctor, I must have...
I have signed it. You have witnessed it. It is done. You have no need for this.
Proctor, the village must have...
Down the village! I confess before God. God sees my name. It is enough.
No, sir, it is not
You
enough.
have come to save my soul, did you not? Here I have confessed myself.
You have not confessed.
I have confessed! Is there no penitence but it be public? God does not need my name upon the church. God sees my name. God knows how black my sins are. It is enough.
Mr. Proctor,
You will not use me! It is no part of salvation that you should use me. I am no Saragul or Tekama. I am John Proctor. You will not use me?
Now, sir, I do not wish to use you.
I have 3 children. How may I teach them to walk that world like men? And I sold my friends.
You have not sold
Oh,
your
but I only
friends.
not. I blackened all of them the day that this hangs on the church, the day they hang for silence.
Mr. Proctor, I must have good and legal proof that you have confessed.
You are the High Court. Your word is enough. Tell them I have confessed. Say that John Proctor broke his knees and wept like a woman. Say what you will, but my name
It
is
is
not.
the same, is it not? Whether I report it or you sign to it.
No, it is not the same. What others say and what I sign to is not the same.
Why? Do you mean to deny this confession when you are free?
I mean to deny nothing.
Then you must explain to me, Mr. Proctor, why you will not...
Because it is my name! Because I cannot have another in my life! Because I lie and find myself to lies! Because I am not worth the dust on the feet of them that hang! How can I live without my name? I have given you my soul! Leave me my name!
Is that document a lie? If it is a lie, I will not accept it. What say you? I will not deal in lies, mister. You will give me your honest confession in my hand, or I cannot keep you from the road. Which way do you go, mister? Marshal! Proctor! Proctor!
Man, you hate! You cannot! I can! And there's your first marvel that I can. You have made your magic now, for now I do think I see some shred of goodness in Don Proctor. Not just to weave a banner with, but white enough to keep it from such dogs! Give them no tear. Tears, pleasure them. Show honor now. Show a stony heart and sink them with it.
That you fear nothing. Another judgment awaits us all.
Hang an eye over the town. Them that weeps for these, weeps for corruption.
I haven't had breakfast.
Come then.
Go to him! Goody Proctor, there is yet time! Go to him! Proctor! Proctor!
Plead with them! It is pride! It is vanity! Be his helper! What profit him to bleed? Shall the dust praise him? Shall the words declare his truth? Go to him. Take the shame away.
You have his goodness now. God forbid I should take it from him.